child's pose. So come to your mats, bring your knees nice and wide and the feet together, and then walk the hands out on your mat, drop the forehead down to your mat. Go ahead and close your eyes if that feels good. And start to deepen your breath. And just waking up, and starting by waking up the breath, noticing the breath, checking in with how you're feeling this morning. You might already start to notice in this posture how your hips are feeling, how your shoulders and arms and back are feeling, neck. Let's take a moment to notice as you breathe in and out deeply through the nose. And taking one more big breath in here and letting it go. Good. On your next inhale, lift the hips, come on up into a tabletop pose. Bring the knees in a little closer. Right away, I'm going to start warming up through the wrists. So just finding some nice circles here with straight arms, or moving the torso, the upper body in a circle, stretching out through the wrists, stretching through the forearms a little bit. If you prefer to kind of hang out in one spot that maybe feels particularly good, go for it. Make sure you're spreading your fingers nice and wide, really using your whole hand to grip the ground. And take it the other way if you haven't already. Go a couple times the other way and then come back to center. And we'll take our left hand and flip it over so that we're putting the back of the hand down to the mat. And really go gently here, using your right hand to kind of guide how much weight is being put into that left hand. So maybe shifting a little bit side to side, maybe a little bit forward and back, leaning into that left hand, that left arm as much as feels good. We'll take a couple of breaths here. Good. Go ahead and flip that left hand back to the front, and then we'll take the other side. So flipping that back of the right hand down to the mat. Same thing here. We've got that wrist under the shoulder. And then we're maybe shifting forward and back a little, maybe circles. You could even see how it feels to bend that right elbow a little bit to see how that feels on the lower arm, on the wrist. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Good. Go ahead and flip that right hand back to your tabletop pose here. We've got our wrists underneath our shoulders and we're gripping the ground with our fingers. We've got our hands nice and spread. And go ahead and tuck your toes under. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, lift the knees. So we're hovering our tabletop here. We're pulling the belly in and we're pressing the ground away with the hands. As I always say, it's that doming of the upper back. The space between the shoulder blades is expanding. We're pressing into the ground. Take a breath in here. Knees are lifted just a couple inches off the ground. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lower the knees. Walk the hands forward a couple of hand lengths and then drop the chest, puppy pose just for a moment. Drop the head. So we're basically in our downward facing dog in the upper body, but we've got the knees down, hence puppy pose. Took me forever to realize that. In this pose, just like in our downward facing dog, we're pressing into the ground with the arms, and by doing that, we're also sinking the chest and sinking the head through the window of the arms. You can think about in your downward facing dog, how your head hangs between the arms. And of course, the ground is here, but same idea. Take a breath in. As you exhale, see if you can get your chest, your torso a little closer to the ground. Maybe even look forward. Chin toward the mat. Good. On your next inhale, rise up slightly, pull the belly in, lift the torso, walk the hands in just a little. So not all the way into our tabletop, just a little. And then we're going to tuck the toes, shift the hips up, knees up, downward facing. So notice here. Notice how the torso feels. Notice how it's similar. Maybe notice how it's different from your puppy pose. Should feel very similar to when we had the knees down. Go ahead and pedal out through the legs. Bend one knee and bend the other. As you bend one knee, think about driving that opposite heel down toward the mat. Maybe you sequence it with the breath. You inhale to bend one leg. And then on your next inhale, you bend the other leg. Do it a couple more times. Sinking into the pose, letting the head hang. Maybe you notice the belly getting a little closer to the thighs. Beautiful. All right, find your stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale here, lift your right leg high. Three-legged dog. Hips are square, so maybe you need to pull that right hip down just a little bit. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, big step forward, right knee forward and step between the hands. Go ahead and drop your back knee. Okay, drop your back knee and then inhale, press the ground away with the legs and come on up to your low lunge. Maybe you walk that right foot a little farther to the right, a little more stable, a little wider base. Good. Reach up with the arms and then see if you can pull the rib cage in a little bit. Take that arching of the spine out just a little bit. Good. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, send the right arm back and the left arm forward and open to the right. Open twist to the right. Take a nice deep breath in here. As you exhale, keep it going. Bring your right arm down behind you. Bring your left arm up to the sky and gaze to the left hand. Maybe, if that feels good. Good. We'll come back the way we came. Come back through that open twist. And then this time, left hand comes down underneath the shoulder and reach that right arm up. Simple twist to the right. Gaze to the right thumb. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring that right hand down, framing the right foot at the top of your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Use the arms, press the ground away, come back into that three-legged dog. And then settle that right foot down. Maybe walk it out a little bit, take a breath in, and let it go. Good. Inhale, come forward into your plank pose. Roll it forward, plank pose. And go ahead and drop your knees and drop your chest down to the mat. Right away, I'll bring those fingertips out nice and wide at about face level, about eye level. Zip the legs together, point the toes to the bottom of the mat. And look down. On an inhale, we're going to come up like a wave. Wave up through the torso, and then the same thing on the way down. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, wave it up. Exhale, back down. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. Use your back. Use your muscles, not just your hands. Exhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Hands come underneath the fronts of the shoulders. Tuck your toes. We will meet in a plank pose. If you'd like to go straight there, do it. If you'd like to leave the knees down, same. Inhale, press it up. Join me in a plank pose. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, drop the head. Breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, big step forward, low lunge, back knee down. Inhale, stand up, arms up. Reach nice and tall. Pull the rib cage a little bit down toward the hip points. Take the arch out just a little bit. Take one more inhale here. Reach tall. Get long. Exhale. Left arm back. Right arm forward. Open twist. To the left. Good. You can think about trying to get that left arm not just back behind you, but to the left. And as you kind of pan left with that left hand, you might notice the torso opening a little more to the left. As you breathe. Doesn't have to point straight back behind you. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, back behind you, left arm back behind you, right arm up to the sky, gazing to the palm. Maybe that left hand finds the back of the leg, back of the right leg, or not. Maybe down by your side, back behind you. Take a deep breath in here. Don't forget to sink into that left leg a little. Good. Exhale. And then inhale back to that open twist. And then right hand underneath the right shoulder and reach up with the left hand, simple twist. Every pose has the same name, apparently. Simple twist, reaching up to the sky, gazing to that left hand if it feels okay on the neck. See if you can get your torso a little closer to your knee, and also your knee a little closer to your torso. Pulling that left leg in toward the midline as you reach up. And then exhale, bring that left hand down, frame your left foot, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, and then send it back. Three-legged dog, exhaling, downward facing dog. Shake off the head, wiggle a little side to side if you like. On an inhale, we'll roll forward again. I really mean it. Roll forward, plank pose. Once you get there, we're going to lower to the belly. You can drop the knees or not. Lower slowly down to the belly and the chest and all the way down. Tuck your toes. Reach them back behind you. Find that wide armed cobra once again. We'll inhale this time, roll up, but stay. Stay up, squeeze the butt, squeeze the legs together, and then as you exhale, dip your right shoulder down, gaze to the left. Good, inhale, center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder, gaze right. Inhale, up. Exhale, dip. Inhale, up. Last one, exhale, dip the left shoulder down. Good. Inhale to come on up. Exhale, wave the torso down, bring the hands under the shoulders. We'll inhale to a plank pose, knees up, knees down. Same thing. Inhale, lift it up, hold the belly in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out, shake the head. See if you can draw the shoulders away from the ears. So up is a confusing direction here, but because we're kind of upside down. But if you can think about creating space between the ears and the tops of the shoulders, making your neck nice and long, or shoulder blades coming down the back. Breath in, breath out. Let's finish it up. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, big step forward, foot between the hands. Keep your back knee lifted. Inhale, stand it up, high lunge. Now, maybe you find something to look at this time that is not moving, although it's going to have to move, so psych. Never mind. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, open to the left. Now, once you get here, find something to look at that isn't moving. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tilt it back, exalt your warrior. Maybe right hand, left leg. Maybe gaze to the left palm, or not. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Good. Take one more breath in. Exhale through that open twist into your simple twist. Left hand down, right arm up, gaze up. Straighten that left leg. Squeeze the left quad. Inhale. Exhale, two hands down. Press the ground away. Lift your right leg high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You got one more side. When you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg high. Square the hips. Exhale, round the spine to step the foot forward. Find your footing. Widen your feet left or right if you need more stability. Inhale, stand it up. Reach tall. Sink into that front leg. Good. Exhale here. Inhale once again, nice and tall. Exhale, open to the left. Nice straight arms. Nice deep bend of that left leg. Maybe look back behind you. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, shift it back. Exalt your warrior. Reach the right arm high. Gaze up to the palm. Or gaze out in front of you. Big breath in. Exhale. Back through the open twist. And then down. Right hand down. Simple twist. Left arm high. Pull the knee in. Keep the bend. Reach tall through that left hand. One more breath in. Exhale, cartwheel it down, framing the left foot. Press the ground away, lift that left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, let the head hang. One more time, big breath in. Exhale. Next inhale. Slowly roll it forward, plank pose. Last time, roll it slow into your plank. Once you get there, lower to our bellies. Slow. Knees down, knees up. Once you get here, untuck the toes. You know the drill, fingers out, big breath in, wave the torso up. Let's do 3. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Lower. Last one. Big inhale. Lift it up. Exhale. Lower it down. Good job. Hands under the shoulders. Up through our plank pose. Big inhale. Draw the belly in. Squeeze the thighs. Press it up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. From here, drop your knees. Drop them wide. Bring the toes together. Sit the hips back into our child's pose, just like the beginning. Drop the head. Relax the arm. Maybe you find a little bend of the elbows. You can let the shoulders be close to the ears. You can let the shoulder blades be wherever they want to be. See if you can release the focus. Release the intention to be in a specific position. Just let yourself relax. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is dumping rain here. I hope you can hear it. Kind of peaceful. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. On your next inhale, draw the belly in a little bit. Come on up to your knees. And then go ahead and sit down. Find your way to a seat. Legs out in front of you. And then bring two legs, both your legs out in front of you. I'm facing this way just so you can see me. You don't need to turn unless you need to. From here, flex the left toes in toward the face and then bend the right leg up in toward you and cross the leg over your left leg. Okay, that didn't make sense. Hopefully you can see me because I don't know if that made sense. Bring the sole of the right foot down to the mat and really make sure you're pressing all the toes, including that big toe, down into your mat. Now, take your left arm and wrap it around the front of that right knee. See if you can get the knee into the crook of the elbow, but if you can't, no worries. And then from there, sit up really nice and tall. You might even wrap your right arm around as well, so you're kind of hugging the knee in. And the most important part here is that you're sitting up really straight. So you might notice the difference here between a rounded spine and kind of sinking into it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a rounded spine. But I want you to see if you can pull on the leg like you're pulling your chest through your arms forward. And pull the leg in. Now you can stay right here. You might notice a nice stretch down the outer edge of the right leg, or really even a stretch kind of deep in the right hip. This can be a really awesome stretch for some people. Some people don't feel it. Now, if you'd like to turn this into a twist, bring the right hand behind you, place it firmly on the ground, and then inhale, reach your left arm up tall, stay tall in the chest, and then exhale, outer edge of the left arm to the right thigh. Hand can stay up in the air. You can bring the fingers together, nice, strong, traditional version of the twist. If that's too much, you can take it back a step by just wrapping the left arm around the leg, hugging it in, and twisting to the right. That was a lot of talking. Wherever you are, I want you to breathe in really deeply and let the breath in make you really tall through the spine. Like the breath in is a string pulling from the top of your head. And then the exhale might help you get a little bit deeper into the twist. So as you breathe, continue to do this. Inhale, tall, long. Exhale, deeper. One more like that. Big inhale. Exhale, sink into the twist. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly come back through center. Release your right leg. Two legs out, nice and long. Maybe you take a little counter twist to the left, just briefly. We're going there, but counter twist can feel good. Inhale, come back through center. Flex your right toes in toward the face. Pull your left leg in and then step it over. Step it over. And when you step it over, see if you can get that foot about as high as your anatomy allows toward the hips. And then plant the foot, plant the big toe. Right away, we wrap that right arm at least, or maybe both, around the outer leg, and we hug that knee in, keeping the toe pressing down, and that right foot flexed, sitting nice and tall. Now, when we're in this pose, the string is coming out of our chest, not the top of the head, and that string is pulling us forward from the center of our chest. Nice, flat back. Going in. Now, if you'd like to have the twist, bring the left hand behind you. Inhale, reach that right arm nice and high. And then exhale, either wrapping around the leg or hooking the leg. You twist to the left. Go gently. This is still your morning practice. Twists can feel amazing in the morning and really help wake you up, but they can also just be like a little stiffer first thing in the morning. So there's no need to do anything overly intense, overly complicated. Inhale here, get tall. Wherever you are, get tall. Exhale, maybe twisting a little more if that feels good. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale. And then exhale, twist. Slowly inhaling, coming back through center. Undo that left leg. Place that left foot down on the mat. And then bend your right leg, place it down, also on the mat. Widen the legs a little bit. Nice bend in both knees. You're going to have to figure out how wide you want your legs in a second. Because you're going to inhale, sit nice and tall, and then exhale, drape yourself down over the legs. legs. Now, if your legs are like super wide, then obviously you won't be able to do that. So see what feels good for you. Maybe walk the feet in a little closer to the point where hopefully you can bring your belly in contact with the thighs. And if that is not possible, before you think it's not possible, walk the feet in a little closer and then try. Drop the head. If it feels good, drop the head. Resting the upper body onto your legs. Noticing how your back body feels. It feels nice and warmed up, nice and twisted up. It's a good thing. When you're ready, inhale, coming back through center, move slowly across the legs. If you want to stay in that pose longer, stay in the pose longer. You can stay in the pose as long as you want. But for the purposes of Zoom, come into a seat. Bring your hands to the legs, sit nice and tall. Maybe wiggle out through the shoulders a little bit here, settle in. Close the eyes if that feels okay. And just take another second before you get on with your day to notice how you feel. Notice how your body feels. This might be one of the few moments today where you really get to tune in to the sensations in your body, so really use it. And then when you're ready, we'll all take a nice deep breath in and out together to close our practice. We'll do an inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. So we'll inhale and exhale.